Welcome back to my channel, you guys. I'm Natasha if you're new here, and if you are, go ahead and subscribe now so that you never miss another video from me, and make sure you have that notification bell clicked so that you know exactly when I post my new uploads. So today I'm bringing you guys my updated eyebrow routine. I'm showing you guys exactly what I do with my brows, the products that I use. It's a pretty simple routine. It's nothing too intricate or anything like that. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the video. So I typically only use these products. It's 4 products and my foundation, whatever foundation I'm using for the day. So the first product that I use is this e.l.f. Shape and Stay Brow Pencil. And I get this from Ulta. And then for the actual brow pencil, I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade number 4. When I'm like going out and I want my brows to stay in place, then I will use this, the Nyx Brow Glue. I don't typically use this though that often, only if I'm going somewhere and I need it to stay on forever. And to clean up my brows, I use this L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade 415 Honey. That's only to clean up the brow underneath, and to clean up on top of my brow, I use whatever foundation I'm using for today or for the day. So today I'm using these 2. I'm using the NARS Soft Matte Foundation in the shade Marquises, which is medium deep 5, and I'm using the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade 560 Chocolate. Let's just go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I do is I take the e.l.f. Shape and Stay Brow Pencil and I apply it to my brows in an upward motion. Just want to make sure all your brow hairs are fully coated with that product. It's like a wax product. It's kind of like if you get your brows laminated, which I have never gotten done, so I don't really know what the process of that is. But this does help my brow hairs to stay straight and in place. And I guess that's what brow lamination is doing. I don't know. If you ever had your brows laminated, let me know in the comments exactly what it's for. Is it to straighten your brow hairs, or is it to just keep them in a certain shape without you having to do this, basically? So after I put the Brow Shape and Stay product on my brow, I just brush all my brow hairs upward. Then I go in with my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade number 4. And I just add a line to the bottom of my brow. Nothing too harsh, just like an outline basically. And when you're finished, you should have something that looks similar to this, or whatever shape you like to do to your brows. Then I like to clean up under my brow with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade 415 Honey. And I've been using this consistently. I haven't changed it up. I never change it up, even if I don't use it, you know, to highlight my face when I'm doing my foundation. I always use it to clean up under my brow. It's just like the perfect shade, perfect consistency, so I just stick with that. And then you just add a little bit to your brush, like this. So you add a little bit of product to your brush. I just tap the makeup brush onto the applicator, pick up some product, if it picks up, and start to clean up under my brow. Now you could add the concealer directly to your under eye space, your under brow space, but I like to do it this way. Gives you a little bit more control of how much product you put down. And I start in the middle of my brow because you don't want too much product in the beginning of your brow. And here you can clean up your shape even more, or just keep the same shape that you created when you did your outline. I'm going to take this Morphe M173 brush. It looks like this. You can also use the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. They look similar. This one is, the Morphe one is just a little bit more dense. The Real Techniques one is a little fluffier. And I'm just going to buff out that concealer under the brow. Blend it in. Blend it out. And pick up any excess product that's just there, so it's not cakey basically. And then we go ahead and use our foundation to clean up on the top. I'm going to go ahead and blend out my foundation using this and then going back in with my spoolie, I'm just gonna brush my brow hairs back into place. And then typically I would go ahead and finish my face, highlight, all of that stuff. But for the sake of this video, I'm just showing you guys how I do my brows. That's literally the point. I'm gonna just go ahead and finish up my brows. So basically, once you add the foundation to the top of your brow, you can see the areas that are sparse and need filling in. So like over here and over here for me. And I also like to add some little brow hairs to the front of my brow as well. So basically, I like to take my brow pencil and flick upward to mimic the hairs of my brows. And this is the part that you even out your shape. And then in the front, I just flick upward, small brow-like strokes. So I like to put my glasses back on to take a look to see if there's anything I need to fix. They look pretty good to me. So now I'm just brushing my brows with the spoolie to distribute that brow pencil evenly through. And then in the front of my brow, to make it not super boxy, I like to just take my ring finger and press the corner of it. Glasses again. And there you have it. And like I said, if I am going somewhere where I need my brows to be on for like ever, not ever, but for a long period of time, then I will use this little brow glue. And I mean, my brows are pretty thick in comparison to, you know, maybe yours or someone else's. So you do what you like, what's comfortable for you, the thickness that you're comfortable with. I just feel like my face, the size of my forehead, the shape of my face, it needs a thicker brow. I like the way that looks on me, so that's what I do. If you want a thinner brow but still natural, you can still do that. You don't have to, you know, make it as thick as mine are, of course. But if you want thicker brows, my advice would be to not get them done so often. I do my own brows. I have never let anyone do my brows. So I do my own brows. Sometimes I don't do them for months at a time. So that's how I keep them full. And of course, you know, the bottom underneath your brow, you don't want to have like a whole lot of brow hair showing. So you can pluck those out with tweezers, which is typically what I would do, is just pluck the hairs that are showing up a little bit too much that I can't cover up with concealer. I would just pluck those out. But when I'm actually doing my brows, I like to use this type of razor to shape them up. And pretty much I literally am just shaping them up. I'm not changing the shape that my brow hairs grow. I just like to clean them up so that they look neat and put together, so that when I'm doing my makeup, it can give me this kind of look. And so yeah, this is pretty much it for my brows. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Let me know if you like this Precisely My Brow pencil, or if you have another brow product that you use to fill in your brows. I used to use the NYX micro brow pencil, but once I started using this Benefit brow pencil, I just stuck with this because I like the fact that well, it also has a spoolie, but I like the fact that the tip is really thin like that, which gives me the perfect, you know, tool or way to fix the front of my brow, because the front of your brow is not supposed to look like a box. Never do that. Never do that. That does not look natural or realistic, and it makes your makeup look very harsh. Keep the front of your brow looking as natural as possible, because that harsh box in the front is a no-no, okay? All right, so that's pretty much it. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.